Okay, I hadn't done a video in several months. Had a lot of health issues. Gotta give me a little water here. When you get old, it's sort of like an old car used to have. The carburetor goes out and then the brakes go out. And universal joint goes out. You just sit and wait and see what's gonna go out next. And I had a heart cath done, and anyway, I had to have 5 steps put in, and they went in and did 2, and it was in too long to do the rest of them, so I had to go back about a month later and have the other 3 done. Then I had to go back about a month later and have a pacemaker and defibrillator put in, and then I got to having trouble with prostate, and it just goes on and on and on. Like I say, it's a carburetor and then it's something else. But I want to do a video on percussion stuff real thin. This is a solid slab, but it's already this thin. It's solid. And I'm going to do percussion work on it. And I'm rusty, like I say. I haven't been able to do much, so I'm going to try it and see what happens. But it's going to all be done by percussion work. And I'm looking around here and see where I'm going to start. And I think I'm going to start right here on this edge. And I might make me some platforms pressure flaking, but more than likely not. Kind of getting the square edge off right here. And I'm going to lightly sand this. I'm not going to sand it hard. I'm going to hit straight into the edge like that. Now I'm going to come up here to the top. And this is where I'm probably going to break it right here. You need to thin your top and bottom first, but since this was a solid slab, I should have started working really on the top, and I didn't. And I started working, I don't know why, I just wasn't paying no attention to what I was doing. And was out here kind of having fun. I'm glad to be back in my shop. And but that worked out okay. I should have started on the top and the base, but I didn't. Like I say, I don't guess my mind's where it needs to be right now, but I was playing around. I've already got this much big pieces removed. I'm taking big chunks at a time, making a little isolated platform, coming down with my little hollow copper billet. This ain't no weigh nothing. I'm talking about making them, and Eddie Main, his video is Ed Bo, E-D-B-O. He tells you how to make them. He's the one that got me onto it and taught me how to do it. And I'd rather, if I'm going to be hammering all day in the shop on these rocks, I'd rather be spending my strength on something that's real light, that's doing the same job, sort of like swinging a 5-pound, 8-pound maul. When you do the same job with a claw hammer, just as easy. You know, I know it's an extreme illustration that way, but that's basically the way this is. I mean, my solid copper billets are pretty heavy, and I'm getting the same results. This thing don't weigh a fourth of what they do. Now, I'm going to try to take all this out. They got me a platform, hit straight in on the edge. Just barely tapped it. Look how far that joker run. Whoop, I dropped it. I'm going to pick it up and show you. Barely tap it, look at that. Now I'm going to isolate this one. One little sand across it. I'm going to see if I can run it all the way across there. Yep. That plate ran halfway. Now I'm going to come back this way. And I don't know if you're catching on what I'm doing or not. I'm not going to say too much more. I'm just going to do some. If I go to bragging, I'll break it. Boy, that went way too deep. Man, that dug in. Had a little too much angle on that one. Wow. But anyway, I'm going to show you a little bit what I'm doing. I'm going to see if you picked up on it. Okay. Now I'm fixing to show you right here. I got that solid piece right there. I'm gonna take it out. I'm gonna make me a platform. And it's isolated. It's a little higher up than everything else. I might kind of chip in back this way a little bit and raise it up. But I'm gonna lightly sand it one time. And I'm gonna try to, I don't know if I can illustrate this or not, but what I'm gonna try to do is split that edge that's about the size of the end of a sharpened pencil. Split the edge. I'm hitting straight into it. I'm not hitting down. I'm just trying to split it. So what I do is I'm gonna hold it like this. If I can get this piece to come off of it, I finally caught one. I'm gonna show you where it was at and how I split that edge. Right there, split that edge half in two, and look what happened. Now, that's the only way I can thin something super thin, or it's already solid. And I don't do this until I get my rocks thin. But once again, see that crumble, I can't catch it to show you how effective this is. I'm gonna come back over here and thin this down just a little bit. One sand. Well, it's so thin it's just crumbling. Won't let me catch this. I need to stop now. I got it so thin to start pressure flaking, but I'm gonna continue. If this wasn't a demo, I would stop right now and pressure flake this out. I'm gonna try to show you. There you go, I got it out. And you can see where this edge was at right here. What I split. Now I got one right there I took out. And I'll show you how thin this thing is. The edges are wavy, and when they're wavy, it's kind of hard to tell how thin something is. But if I turn it slow like this, maybe y'all can tell. Now what I'm gonna do is just a little high right here. I said I wasn't gonna do this pressure flaking. I'm gonna isolate me some platform, because this is sure enough getting down to the stage where one mess up and it's broke. I mean, you can throw it goodbye. Like I say, if this was a point I was gonna make or a piece I was gonna make try to sell, I would already be pressure flaking like this. I wouldn't continue to be hitting on it with a billet. But I'm just trying to teach you something, or help you learn something. I learn something all the time. I'm not no master teacher, nothing like that. I learn from young guys all the time. I learn guys from 20 years old flint knifing. You know, everybody got a little different techniques and methods and style, and some works better than others for other people, and some works better for others. Like a guy batting a baseball, he has a different stance. His stance might work great for him, and might not work for the other guy. Now I'm gonna try to come straight into this edge. This nice one come off. Another nice one. That one run all the way across. Those three flakes, look at there. He shot all the way across. Look how thin it is. And I'm just barely tapping it. I'm going straight into that edge. That one run halfway. So how do you go straight into the edge? You can angle it up like this. It's kind of easy to hit into the edge. If it's flat, it's real hard. You have to get down there like this. So I usually hold mine up on an angle about like this. So I was trying to see which is the best camera angle for you a while ago. But now here we are. I moved all that high area off. You see us go. And that's just by percussion. I think I had one somewhere I made before I decided to do this video out of Georgetown. Oh, here it is. Look how far around these plates. This is a thin piece of Georgetown, I think, doing it like that. Let me show you. Here's one right here we can do it on. I need to stop on this one too because it doves real deep right there. It might break, but I'm going to come on this platform and see. Wow, that piece run all the way into there. And I mean, I'm not hitting it hard at all. Thin this base a little more. Kind of isolate a little deal on this base here. If I tap on it, I'm just hitting around the edge of my platform trying to isolate it more because I tapped on it the first time and it didn't go. And what that's telling me, it crushed out, is I didn't have my platform turned down enough. I didn't have a steep enough platform for what I use it for when I'm hitting on the edge. Now we're gonna come back this way. There we go. Now, you're talking about hitting a rock on the end. I'm gonna show you what we can do with this. I'm gonna really beat down. I'm gonna lose a little of the length, but I'm gonna make an illustration here. All right. Now, see how thin that is? I got all that out, but right here on this side, it was not turned up enough because I didn't work anything with this end. I was trying to get it out on the middle. Once I remove the middle, it makes this end thick up here. So now the middle's better. That one run right down to there. That one run right to there. Let's see if we can get one to go back that way. Yep. And we hit on the end and we didn't break it. Look at that. Hope maybe y'all learned something today, and like I say, I'm hitting straight into it. So I gotta hold it up like this or this way, or put it down here. You can't see on the side of my leg where I'm hitting into it. Like it's on the side of my leg like this, and that way you're hitting down into it. Hope y'all have a blessed day.